Hello. Okay, so we're doing a video. I'm doing a video on how to replace the background of a portrait in Photoshop. Okay, so first tip. All right, when you go to Google to find a background, you gotta make sure you're looking at images. Go to tools, and then go here to large. Nothing but large will do. Okay. Also, the portrait itself. Hang on, let me make sure I'm presenting the right thing. So I'm going to go to the Photoshop window. All right. The portrait itself, it's going to be a lot easier if it's really clear where the background is and where it separates from the portrait. So like in this case, the background's really fuzzy and out of focus, which makes it easier to separate from the background. All right. So next up, we've got a backdrop, and I went ahead and downloaded that. And I'm not going to open it yet because first things first, we need to select the person out. So you're going to go ahead to quick selection tools. Oh yeah, also, if you can't see the tool I'm looking at, it's a brush, a little circle next to it. You're going to go to Window, Workspace, and then you're going to go to Reset Essentials. Actually, you know what? I think when I've done this in the past, I think I have to present full entire screen for you guys to see those kind of things. So hang on. That way it'll show everything. Yeah. Okay. So what I was saying is this right here is the tool you need. It's called Quick Selection. If you can't see any tools, you go to Window, Workspace, go to Reset Essentials, and it'll bring everything back. So, by the way, we got all kinds of crazy tools pulled up here because I'm working on something else. First up, background. Always copy it. Go to layer, duplicate layer. Yes, I know there's some kind of keyboard shortcut. I forgot what it is. Always work on the background copy instead of the background. It's just a good practice for a lot of different reasons. Quick selection, and yes, that's my dog, has object and quick selection. A lot of people like quick selection. I like object. I always use object. Object gives you this crosshairs. You pull the crosshairs across the whole object you want to select, and then boom. So really, it's already pretty close, but don't even think this is good enough. Oh, no, no, no. If you go ahead and let this be good enough, it's just going to look bad. So the next thing you go to select, go to selected mask.
Why did you choose that one? It has a picture of my tattoo. Please cut that off.
Okay, I will. I'll cut it off. In fact, I can remove it in Photoshop, okay?
Phew.
Don't worry, man. I got this.
You're going to send that to those students with that on there. I swear to God.
All right, anywho. Now, over here, you got this thing here, right here. View. I like overlay, and I like using red. But a lot of people like to use it with, they'll use it, they can change this color right here to black. I like the red. A lot of folks, I don't think anyone likes the red but me, but I like the red for some reason. You can change that to any color you want. I use it on overlay. I use it on red. It works for me. Okay, now over here, you got these three thingies right here. Okay, brush tool and refine edge brush tool. That's what we're using. The next thing is we're going to be using here, hang on a minute. If you go plus or minus, and the thing I use the most is this one, the brush tool. Okay, plus or minus describes, are you adding to the selection or getting rid of it? So let's put it this way. The red stuff, that's the stuff we're getting rid of. It's going away. We're cutting it out just like it's a pair of scissors. We're going to throw it away. The clear stuff, the stuff that's the image, that is the stuff that we're keeping. So when you push negative, it's going to take things and make them red, because essentially that means we're throwing in the trash. When we push the plus, that means we're going to add things to it, and that means things we're keeping. Now, of course, always command plus, which we should have already figured out by now. We're zooming in, right? Now, refine edge is really, really useful for hair, though. So let's start with hair first because it's the hardest thing. Also, if you want to move, push your space bar. It gives you a little hand. You can grab it. Now, her hair looks kind of crazy right here, so I'm not even going to try to keep all that. I'm just going to keep this stuff at the top. So, see how big this circle is? Too big. I'm on refine edge. And refine edge is going to give me a fuzzy edge, which is going to help me with things like hair. I'm going to turn the pixels down so that it's more reasonable, so it's going to approximate more what I'm looking for. And then I'm going to go up here, and you can see that it just sort of fuzzes out the edge, gives us a little bit of the hair and whatnot. There are more complicated tools and ways to do this, but for our purposes, it's going to be just fine. Sometimes, though, you can see right here, this hair being red right here, that's no good. I don't want that. So I'm going to go to the brush tool, and I'm going to go to add to selection. Okay. I'm actually going to make this a little smaller. And I'm just going to go in here because I don't want this part having red stuff in it. Red, like I said, remember, red is get rid of. Red is put in the trash. And I don't want to trash that part. And then I'll go back to my refined edge and do that again. At any rate, you'll see sometimes that I may be more picky than you are, but there's going to be other people out there that are really picky. I mean, what's the point doing something if you don't do it right, right? Now, this is important because right now, look how big that is. Let's go to take it out. We're going to go negative. Negative makes things red. And that's how we get rid of it. That's how we cut it out. Same tool, Same tool, but on the negative. Oops. Oh, I don't want that. So edit undo plus, because I want it to be plus. I want it to be added to it. So sometimes I'll have to add it back in there and then do the refined edge brush closer to the edge because I don't want to lose all of that stuff. All right, now you do your best. You keep going back and forth. Make it work the best you can. Oh, shoot, that's my daughter. Hey, babe, I'm in the middle of doing something for work. Do you need me? Oh, and you're outside? Okay. Yeah. Well, we'll talk about that when you get home, okay? I'll see you in a minute, okay? Bye. I'm doing a video for my work. I gotta go. Bye. You guys are getting the real talk right now. You're getting my life right here. Okay, so then when I go down, I'm like, okay, this isn't bad, right? I mean, I would do some refine edge right here for sure. That's looking a little weird. Wait a minute. Why ain't I doing it? It's not doing nothing, is it? Hang on. Oh, I know why. Maybe it's this. Maybe I need to put it on plus. There we go. So I put it on plus and then went back to working for some reason. I'm not going to make this perfect here in this video because, you don't want to watch all that. I probably lost you already. All right, keep going down. You can definitely see there's something wrong right here, right? This ain't right. Whatever that is, I don't want to see that. That's not part of her. That's like part of the grass or something like that. Sometimes you got to make it really, really, really small to get what you want. Oh, man, I remember this picture. We were on vacation. Oh, I want to go back. All right. Anyways, you can get crazy picky here. Or you can be lazy. But I would prefer the former. Okay, go down, go down, go down. You check, check, check. I'm just going to call it a day because, it'll get boring. It's already boring. So down here on the right where it says output to selection. You can see there's other stuff there, but it's got to say output to selection. If you don't see it, scroll all the way down. Now, additionally, I'm going to go ahead and zoom out. Sometimes you'll see a problem when you zoom out that you didn't see before. Push selection. Now it's a selection, which means I got my little squiggly lines, right? So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go Command C. Command C. I'm going to add a layer. And then I'm going to go Command V. Now, here's the magic. We're going to turn off the background layers and the background copy. Boom, it's empty, see? Now, just like we did on the last two projects here, you could open your background layer, your background that you found, which I downloaded, onto another tab. Okay. Open. You look at Lindsay. You could open it right on top of it by dragging it on, but this is a longer rectangle than the picture of my daughter that I have. So I think it's going to work out better for me to put this on here. So I'm going to take this layer and I'm going to drop it right here. Okay. Now you can see, even though I have chosen the biggest picture I could possibly find, by the way, Command T. Dave, that's probably Dorothy. Will you let her in? She didn't bring her keys. Even though I have chosen the biggest thing I can find using the image search tools, it's still not even nearly as big as just this simple photo from my iPhone 11. So you're going to want to use your own photos for things. All right. So I don't know. Kind of feel like I want less of her. Like I want her to be down here. So then you do that. Use that Command T. Drag it by the corner, of course. I mean, you don't want to be crazy. You don't want to be stretching the aspect ratio, making everyone nervous. I don't know. I think right here. I don't know, Dave. How much of her should I include in here? You think? Look, and this is my husband. I never do any art stuff without his consultation. You want? Should I make all of her, or should I make her down?
Well, no, up like just a little more, so you can
To
see the
the
bottom
side.
See,
Yeah.
but then I don't like this. How it cuts off the baby's
of her.
arm.
Oh no, that's perfect.
I want either the whole baby's arm or none of the baby's arm.
The whole baby's arm.
Like that? You
Yeah.
sure? You guys
Yeah.
always want more.
That's perfect. No.
You want the whole thing.
Yes.
I don't know. What do you guys think? All right. Anyways, now I'm gonna push return, and that'll make it permanent. And then of course file as we.
always use me and Gertie
Shh,
in your.
I'm doing a video. File export as. Obviously making this a great JPEG. Push export. Give it a name so you can find it again. This is called Project 10. Desktop and save. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and hang up the meet, and I will see you in class. Bye.